Welcome back, Yeshua lovers. Um, I've got something special for you today. I just now realized this. You know how Psalms doesn't have many Aleph and Tavs in them at all. And more rare, the standalone Aleph and Tavs, such as this one, which is in Psalm 145. Whew. Okay, I'm going to come back to this one because Psalm 145 I need to tell you about. All right. It starts here and it starts with an aleph. This letter here is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. All right. This Psalm 145 is an acrostic, they call them. Every single new verse starts with the next letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So the first one we had was an aleph. Here's bet, gimel, daled, hey, vav, zayin, chet, tet, yod, kaf, lamed, mem. There is no noon. Our translators forgot the noon verse, except I think it was intentional maybe, but I'll get back to that. Then we have a samach. Then we have ein, pei, tzadi, kuf, resh, shin, tav. Every letter of the Hebrew alphabet except for noon. Remember how we've said that the noon represents Yeshua. It's the fish is the symbol for the noon, and it's quickening of life. Remember? Well, I have heard someone say that in the Dead Sea Scrolls, this is what the noon verse says. That Yahovah is faithful in all his words and gracious in all his deeds, per the Dead Sea Scrolls. Well, I found this Aleph and Tav in this psalm this morning. It's one I had missed, and I was sitting here contemplating the fact that it's the noon that was missing and what it says here. So I looked it up. I looked up in Google what the missing verse reads in Hebrew. And this is what it said. Na'aman Elohim bidvarav v'chasid b'kol ma'asav. You ever heard the word amen? Na'aman is truth. It can mean faithful, but amen is in truth. I mean, not in truth, but truth. Na'aman, truth. Elohim, we know that word. B'divrav is in his words. Hesed means grace in all, b'kol, his deeds. Ma'asav. So, we have truth and grace. And I was thinking of this verse in John 1:17, which I just wrote this just now. For the law was given through Moshe, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach. Grace and truth. This missing noon, I think, was intentional. The Dead Sea Scrolls were only found like right when the Jews came back home. Remember about the shepherd boy that through the rock and heard a breaking of clay, and that's how they found these Dead Sea Scrolls that have been lost. And the fact that this noon verse with truth and grace in it, and the noon that it was Yeshua represented, and that John wrote this about Yeshua being full of grace and truth. And then in John 1:14, he also says, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we and we beheld his glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. I mean, this is all about Yeshua right here. This verse that was missing and is now found through the Dead Sea Scrolls is pointing directly at Yeshua. And then back to our Aleph and Tav, we have with a Vav, which I always say kind of points toward Yeshua when he comes back. And this Aleph and Tav is in the sentence, but the wicked he will destroy. And when he comes back the second time, that's what he's going to be doing, is destroying his enemies, the wicked. But anyway, sorry, that just really struck me. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope you're having a blessed Shabbat. Love you guys.